Yo, it's G-Eazy, and you're listening to WUTT, University of Tampa's one and only radio station. Yay!
Yo, what up?
Let me turn you up a little bit more so our listeners can hear you. All right, how's your day going, Mr. G-Eazy?
Good, right here in Florida. It feels like summer out here. Been all throughout the Northeast, so it's kind of nice to get some sunshine and some warm weather.
Do you prefer to be called G-Eazy, or do you have another name for us, or?
You just call me G.
All right, awesome.
All right, G. So you just mentioned that you're on tour. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
This is the wildest one I've ever done. This is kind of like a culmination of some sort. Like, you know, we did so many tours where we're just paying dues, like opening up for whoever, and then finally starting to headline my own stuff and starting in small rooms and moving up and just trying to build a following. I did Warped Tour like way back.
Oh yeah, actually someone was telling me about that today. She said that you were pretty cool and that you were very great to watch and that she really enjoyed your performance.
That's dope. I felt like a total outsider on that tour, but we just tried to make it everything, you know, make the best of it and have a good time. And it was an incredible opportunity. It's kind of like boot camp for how to be, you know, a touring act. And then, you know, I'd done dates like opening for Drake, for Lil Wayne, shit like that, but it was always at the very bottom of the bill, like, you know, early a crowd's not there for you. But that's the stuff that, you know, that toughens you up, and just, you know, you learn how to win people over, and all that's important so that when you finally are headlining, you know, playing for a crowd that is there for you, you know, you're seasoned. You know how to perform.
What inspired you to start your musical career?
I don't know. I've always kind of had this like entrepreneurial spirit, kind of like DIY and make something at home and take it to the world kind of attitude. And you know, when I figured out you could like, you know, you could save up and get a mic and, you know, have a little setup in your room and record something on Pro Tools and upload it to MySpace. You know, this would have been like 2006. That whole idea just intrigued me, that, you know, you could do this completely homemade and bring it to the world. And I fell in love with that and never really let go of it.
That's cool. What is the story behind the name G-Eazy exactly?
I went by GE when I was a kid, my initials, and GE just grew into G-Eazy. So in 2003, I thought that was like the coolest thing ever.
It sounds pretty cool, actually. You've been on tour a lot, and so I'm sure you've had a lot of run-ins with fans. What's the craziest thing that a fan has given you?
It's always very humbling and like always, you know, amazes me that like the fan art we get, like the drawings and paintings and stuff like that, and the letters. The wilder stuff is like the bras that get thrown on stage with notes in them. There's like a phone number on one side and then another phone number on the other side. Like, must have been our friend. Like, I don't know. You're supposed to just roll the dice and call one of them.
Do you ever call your fans?
No, I haven't. Got the numbers out of it.
That's probably not a bad idea. You probably get some crazy ones out there.
Definitely.
So, besides the bras being thrown up on stage, what are some of the other good things about going on tour?
I mean, just, you know, getting to see the country, like see the world. Like, you know, it's something you kind of take for granted when you're on tour. Is that this is the stuff people, you know, look forward to get to do on vacations. You know, like once a year, is get to travel and go see Florida or go see New York. Or, you know what I mean, LA or the Bay or Seattle. Like, people go on vacations to visit these places that we just get to go travel through and hang out in. You know, you get to just see stuff. It's dope.
For sure. What's your favorite place you've been to so far?
Portland is always one of my favorite places to be.
Love
I don't
Portland.
know why. Something about the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, it's amazing.
What is it that you like about Portland?
Well, I think growing up in the Bay,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like a similar vibe up there. It's like this rainy, overcasty, like gray, like, you know, chill vibes. There's some connection between the Pacific Northwest and the Bay for sure.
I know exactly what we're talking about. I'm actually from Olympia, Washington, so I know all about that area.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
No, that's our world. Yeah, it's beautiful up there.
All right, so you told us the best thing about being on tour. What do you think is the worst thing?
It's the day-to-day stuff. You know what's weird and people don't get about tour is the little things you take for granted, like in day-to-day life, like utilities, like you never even think about that you have to like gamble to get on tour. Like something as simple as internet. You know, like we have internet on our bus. You know, the only way it works is it's like the Verizon box thing. And that just doesn't work in every city, you know? So, and it's slow because it's like you have like 10 people on a bus trying to use this internet. So internet is like a utility that you take for granted. The easiest, like simple as like bathrooms. You know, you get to a venue and, you know, they may have like dirty bathrooms, like, you know, with no lights in them or something, or like, you know, no hot water. Not every venue has a shower. You know, it's the little stuff you don't even think about that's like day-to-day life you have in your house. But on tour, it's a gamble of like, what's this venue going to be like? What's this city going to be like? Are we going to get service for our internet there? You know, is the cable going to work on the TV on the bus? Like, you know, not to like cry about it like it's a horrible life, because it's the best, but it's those little things.
So you would say that the good things make up for the bad things?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm living the dream.
So what is the most embarrassing story that you have from being on tour?
From being on tour, most embarrassing story.
Or even rehearsals or whatever it is, just the most embarrassing story you have throughout your career.
Sometime I was really sick and it was like really cold out, and I was like doing a performance at my college, and so there was like an outdoor stage in like the quad, like by the dorms.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a nosebleed on stage, and I just had to like turn around and perform the rest of the song with my back to the audience, and then just like run off stage and run into my dorm like mid-show. I don't know, that's pretty bad. I've definitely fallen on stage. That's pretty embarrassing. Like I like to like climb on stuff, and like so if there's like speakers and like stuff to climb, like, you know. So on this Wayne tour this summer, I went to climb on a speaker and I just like slipped, and I fell. Like the stage was like a good like 5 feet off the ground, and then the speaker was like another, you know, 4 feet off of that. So I like slipped, and like, you know what I mean? The crowd couldn't see me because I slipped in between like the area between the stage and the barricade. So all of a sudden I'm rapping and I just like disappear. I don't know. I'm sure there's YouTube videos of it.
I'm going to look that up after this interview. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know why I just plugged that. I don't know why I just plugged that. Definitely don't look that up.
It's okay. We still think you're all right.
Definitely. But I mean, that's the most fun part,
Things
though.
happen.
It happens.
No, it's
exactly.
just real. You know what I mean? Like you're just a real person. You're just on stage. It's like, you know. Have you ever seen the video of Beyonce falling?
No. What?
She's like walking down steps. Not to throw dirt at her, just because I'm embarrassed. But it's hilarious.
No, we definitely always forget how similar stars are to us, and we always put them on this pedestal, and we sometimes forget that they're just like us.
Definitely.
Yeah, 1,000%.
All right. Do you have any more questions or comments for us?
No, what's the most embarrassing thing you ever did on the air?
Just mess up words, mess up questions, say the wrong thing, things like that.
Definitely. I hate it when I like fumble something like in a talk break, like if I'm talking to the crowd and I like, oh man, that's bad.
Technical difficulties are always the worst as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are awkward.
All right, everybody. Be sure to tune in to WTT to keep listening to these awesome interviews. And also, be sure to check out G-Eazy live in St. Petersburg this Thursday, 8 p.m. State Theater, St. Petersburg, Florida. He's also going to be in Orlando today, correct?
Yeah, tonight.
At the Plaza Live Theater. So, I mean, if you can take a road trip down to Orlando, be sure to do that.
Do it.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for interviewing with us. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, we'll see you Thursday.
I know, thanks for having me. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue jeans, Air Ones, and a white tee. '06 hanging out the window like E. High feet on one, off a bottle might be my tree. Smoking Agent Orange High C. Back when me and Marty was recording at my